Hello everyone, my name is Clay, and welcome to another episode of Terminally Nerdy's Indie Impressions, the show where I take a look at independent, non-AAA, and niche titles giving you my quick first impressions after at least 2 hours of playtime. And today we're doing another early access episode, this time on the action RPG roguelike UnderMine, which was a gift from the Fierce Ferret Discord. One of the people in there named Neji gave it to me, so thank you. It was a gift for their Friendsmas event, which was awesome. So UnderMine is basically, it's a Binding of Isaac sort of roguelike in style. Basically you're playing a peasant, a random peasant, because every time you die you get a new peasant, because there's always more peasants in this fantasy universe. Your peasant has been dropped into a mine to work for this wizard who's sort of like the overseer of the mine, and the wizard at the very start of the game gives you a very straightforward job. Go into the mines, find the blacksmith, and figure out why something is causing earthquakes down in the mine system, because that is, costing them money and productivity. From there, you jump into the mine, and then you explore randomly generated levels in search of loot, gold, and of course the blacksmith and the source of the quakes, which I've never found the source of the quakes. That's obviously going to be the end game. I have not gotten that far. The deepest I've made it is floor 5. I'm not that great at this game, and I do have some problems with UnderMine that makes me hesitant to recommend it to people. I've played a lot of roguelikes now in the last couple of weeks. I've played Don't Die Minerva, I've played Dead Cells, I've played Hades, I've played Children of Morta, I've now played UnderMine. And UnderMine honestly is at the bottom of the list for me, and it has to do with the progression. So, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just go over some of the basic stuff. Visually, I love the game. It is this cartoony art style. It oozes character. That's what actually originally caught my attention of it on Twitter, was I was seeing GIFs and screenshots of it, and I'm like, oh wow, this is a really cute game. It looks really nice. The peasants all have the same basic style, but their clothing and skin colors and things all randomized, so you're never playing necessarily the same peasant twice. And the other NPCs at least look interesting. The wizard very much looks like an ancient, evil, managerial wizard. The items are all very clear, so even like there's a couple of boot items, for example, or relics is what the game calls them. They're all pretty obvious as to which one is which. The sound design is pretty solid. When the quakes happen, it sounds like an earthquake within the mines. The screen shakes, you hear the rumbling. It's all pretty good. The noises the enemies make when you hit them is fun. The attack sounds are solid. Everything on the sound work and the visual style is great. The UI is fantastic. It's real easy to understand everything visually. Nice big icons, very clear what they all mean. Gameplay is very simple in this game. You will start every run with nothing. You start with whatever gold you had on you. You have no bombs, no keys, and all you have for a weapon is a pickaxe. You can melee with the pickaxe, and you can throw the pickaxe like a boomerang. You can also jump. That is it. There's no dodge rolls. There's no special magical items. You eventually can pick up potions, but you can only carry one potion at any point in time, and potion use is not instant. You actually have to hold the key down to use your potion, which is kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to use a healing potion in the middle of a fight. I died to the first boss twice trying to do that. He would drop rocks and it would hit my head and just off me. But, as I said, my biggest problem comes with progression. And perhaps I'm spoiled by games like Hades and Dead Cells, because in those games, your runs always start with you getting an upgraded item once you have some. So like in Hades, you jump out of your bedroom, and there will be a boon, there will be an upgrade icon, there will be something waiting for you right outside before you even get into the dungeon to give you some sort of head start to the process. And with Dead Cells, once you have certain unlocks, you'll start runs with randomized weapons. So you will always start okay, well I've got these 3 items, what weapons do I want to pick and carry with me when I start my run? But this one doesn't do that. UnderMine starts you with literally nothing every time, and you have to find things. And what's really, really frustrating at times is, for example, on floor 1, the very first floor, I will frequently run into locked doors, and nothing will drop a key. so I can't open the door. And behind the door will be the relic for that floor, so I can't even get the upgrade that that floor offers me because the random generator has not decided to give me a key. And you can't go back up, you can only go down. On top of that, every time you die, you lose half the money you're carrying pending upgrades. I've upgraded enough that I lose, or more specifically, I keep 65% of the gold that I die with. So if I die with 1,000 gold, I keep 650 of it. The problem here is that upgrades are astronomically priced after a point. For example, there's a bomb upgrade that I have access to that if I were to buy it, I could blow up a second set of stone. But the bomb upgrade is 2,500 gold, meaning I have to die with approximately 5,000 gold to come out of it with enough money to buy that one upgrade. I've never even seen 5,000. The most gold I've ever gotten is 1,400 before I die, which means I lose slightly more than half of that. So I come out of it with like 800 and 900 gold. Most of the upgrades now in the blacksmith shop, which is where I upgrade my pickaxe damage, my health and everything, all those upgrades are way more expensive than what I come out with money. So I never feel like I'm progressing. I've played for about 2 hours and some change, and I never feel like I'm getting anywhere now. Like I've hit a brick wall. Part of it is my skill. The game is fairly difficult, and I'm not very good at it. But part of it is this archaic progression system of every time you die, lose a chunk of your progress. I don't like that game mechanic, and I never have. Dead Cells doesn't really do that, because when I earn things and I find things, as long as I get to a safe room, I'm okay. There's no safe rooms in here. The only things you don't lose on death is you don't lose thorium, which is like a secondary currency to craft blueprints, and you don't lose blueprints if you find them. But I've only ever gotten 12 thorium total in my playtime, which was enough to unlock one relic. And I got to start the run with that relic once, which was a pair of boots. Now, I just have to find the relic in the dungeons. I can never start with that relic again, which is frustrating. Basically, whenever I play UnderMine, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, and I don't like that feeling. That's what I mean when I say it's more like a Binding of Isaac, like a classic roguelike, in that your progress will get stymied consistently upon playing. If you're into that sort of thing, give it a look. It is a fantastically designed game, I just don't enjoy it. Let me check real quick, because I already forgot the price. I want to say, yeah, it's 15 bucks, which it's probably worth 15 bucks to some people. It's not worth $15 to me. It is in early access, obviously. They are updating it. I might come back and take a look at it later to see if they've changed anything. Personally, what I would like to see, what would make the game way better for me, take out the gold upgrade and stop gold penalties on death. That's all it would take. Like, if I kept all the money I die with, I will eventually be able to upgrade things and eventually be able to buy things. Taking a chunk of my money away every time I die is harsh, and I do not enjoy it. So if you want to pick this game up, just be aware that it is a heavily grindy, heavily punishing game. I'd rather play Hades or Dead Cells, personally. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share the video, leave a comment, let me know if you've played UnderMine, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Take care. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and a special thank you to all my patrons who are listed over there on the right hand of the screen. If you want to get your name in those credits, feel free to check it out at patreon.com/terminallynerdy. And hey, be kind to each other and stay nerdy. Thanks.